The silence has been deafening. Myles Lewis-Skelly puts in one of the best debut performances of a young England star ever. New manager, loads of players that he's never kicked a ball with before, the pressure of 90,000 people staring down at him, the media abuse, the fan toxicity and abuse towards him in the build-up to this game was the most extreme we have ever seen for a debutant player in the history of English football. Point blank, period. And remember, he's done nothing wrong. He mocked a celebration and had a bit of fun. Outside of that, he's done nothing wrong. And all I see today, silence. Everyone who's over criticized him, everyone that wrote hit pieces, think pieces, tried to rewrite the fabric of football has been silent. Absolutely silent. We're going to delve into it in more detail. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Please give us a subscribe. Click the bell notifications as well. I want to shout out a big shout out to Magic Mind. You have to start your day with one of their shots. You simply got to do it. This is what they are. A little shot here of goodness first thing in the morning. Have it with your coffee. Have it with your tea. It helps maintain focus. It helps relieve stress. Help keeps your energy throughout the course of the day. So go and get that done. I'm throwing my set around here. I massively am. But let's take a look at some bits and pieces here. And I want to focus on TalkSPORT to begin with. Okay. When Lewis-Skelly did the celebration of Haaland, you had this massive piece put out by Jackson Cole focusing on what Jason Cunny had said. Wind your neck in. Lewis-Skelly and Pup sent a warning over Haaland treatment. Now look at the language, the Haaland treatment, as though Haaland is being abused. No, your headlines were excessive. If you go and search Lewis-Skelly's name on TalkSPORT, whether it be regarding his red card, look at Cundy. It's a dangerous challenge. Simon Jordan, cocky sod. Tony Cascarino, okay? What has he done wrong? But the big talking point being there. He can't do that. A live reaction on TalkSPORT to what he did. And there are countless stories, loads of the pundits backing the red card against him that was rescinded, most condemning him for the celebration, calling him cocky, arrogant, getting ahead of himself. There is some support on there as well, so I do want to apply balance, but loads of negative headlines. The big one being the Jason Cundy one, massive hit piece, millions of clicks and views. I went on the TalkSPORT's website and their Facebook, YouTube page today. I went, let's see what it was said about England yesterday. Let's see what fans have had to say. Not a single piece clipped from any of the content in the last 12 to 15 hours about Lewis-Skelly, debutant, youngest ever debut goal scorer, brilliant performance. By the way, playing at left back, which was not even his position, coming up through the ranks, zero. Absolutely zero. Not a piece. Of course, he would have been mentioned on the live shows because he scored. But when he gets a controversial red card, post. When he does the Haaland celebration, post. Scores and becomes the youngest debutant scorer in English football history. Zero clips, zero bigging him up. Come on now. This agenda stinks. You look at the mainstream media. Arsenal star Myles Lewis-Skelly appears to mock Haaland by copying his celebration. This after their spat at the end of September. Haaland's dad hits back. Got to get on with business. Stan Collymore slams the petty jubilant behavior. The big one, of course, Jamie Carragher reveals why he didn't like what Lewis-Skelly did as an example. And there was hundreds of these headlines and there was loads of talk on podcasts. Again, I've checked out all those journalists this morning, Jamie Carragher's Twitter feed, etc. Nothing about Lewis-Skelly. Not a word, no praise, no wow, no well done, what an achievement, congratulations to you and your family. Not a dime, not a single thing, not any of it. And I was scouring through the internet. You know, I was sitting there, I was eating my Magic Mind gummies, and by the way, you got to taste these. You got to get yourself a pack of these gummies. Stop snacking on sweets. Stop snacking on junk from the supermarket, junk from the corner shop, and get yourself these Magic Mind gummies. They're full of, listen, I ain't going to read it all out to you because it's boring. All types of vitamins, all types of minerals, all types of health benefits for you. Your children can eat them as well from the age of 8. Anyway, I normally do about 4 of these a day. And they're just a nice little snack. I've had breakfast, lunches in a few hours, little jelly like this. Wow, lovely, tasty, quick and easy to eat, and put them away. But I have to do it. I'm sorry that I'm talking while chewing. Some of you might have a bit of a phobia when it comes to that, but it helps to keep my energy good, helps to keep my mind clear, and I need it sometimes when scouring through all of the nonsense on social media I read. Now, the funniest bit to me is the social media attacks that he got. I'm going to come on to that in a moment. But let's take a listen to what he said after the game yesterday, Lewis-Skelly, after his man of the match performance.
For words, really, I'm just so grateful for the manager to put trust in me and to show the teammates. They played with me so much trust today, and I'm so happy, you know. I'm lost for words.
What about his debut? You know this guy, Declan, of course. Did you have any fear tonight for him when you heard he was going to start?
Not at all. I think that's one word you can use for him. He's fearless. He does everything right off the pitch. He prepares himself. He's only 18. I tried to look after him as best I can, but I knew he was going to play like that tonight because of the confidence he has in himself and the way he's trained all week and what I've seen at the club and how he is around the club. His mum, his dad, everyone, his brothers should be so proud of him because his rise this year has been unreal and he's kept his feet on the ground. So this is only the start. It's only the start for him. So he's.
You listen to that there from someone who knows him. Feet on the ground, humble, hardworking, the preparation is good. And that will mean he eats well, sleeps well. He's not partying. He's not, oh, look, I'm this famous guy now. And, everything's about his football. He's got a very close-knit family that were at the game yesterday, including his grandmother. The idea and the way the media, the way rivals, the way Jamie Carragher, the way so many professional people, the way so many fans have portrayed this young man to be something that he isn't, is an absolute disgrace. And it was really, really good to see Declan Rice come out there and back him and support him. This kid's special. And if you're in England, you don't need to be an Arsenal fan. I got called out, oh, defending Arsenal again, are you, Terry? No, I'm defending an Englishman. He's part of my nation's football team, and I want him to do the very best possible to help my country. And I think one way of doing that is by ensuring that the right message about this young man is being pushed. He's not a thug. He's not arrogant. He's not aggressive. He doesn't think too much of himself. He's a top young professional with the world at his feet, and he should be praised for where he is in the game right now. It's as simple and as straightforward as that. And it took me back to thinking about the social media morons that were attacking him all week, wanting to punch him, kick him, calling him pejoratives. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, I bet when that goal went in, this was all of them sitting in their living rooms. I bet they were absolutely fuming. And look, some of this, and I'll say it again because I'm not afraid to, there is a percentage of people that dislike Lewis-Skelly because he's a good-looking, young, successful, wealthy black man, and that will get under the skin and irritate a certain demographic 110%. Then what you have is this Arsenal agenda that has been running by the mainstream media for the best part of 3 years now, where they're very duplicitous. They'll talk about the manager, the club, their players in a very different way in which they will speak about other clubs. And we have seen that. The treatment of Skelly, the treatment of Ethan Nwaneri. I've never seen young players spoken about in this way. Only a few weeks ago, you had Jamie Carragher, for instance, talking about, well, the manager keeps him out of the dressing room because he needs to keep them down there. He needs to make sure their arrogance doesn't get too big, their ego doesn't grow. The reason that Ethan Nwaneri wasn't in the dressing room is because he wasn't 18 years old. And what the manager at Arsenal, Arteta, was doing is keeping a teammate and a long-standing friend in a separate dressing room with him. So he's got some company. But now that Ethan Nwaneri's 18, he'll be in the first team. And it's all those little narratives that are pushed. The same thing happened to Raheem Sterling, and Carragher was a big part of that as well, if my memory serves me correct. When he wanted to leave Liverpool for City, it was all about greed and money and ego and arrogance and not the desire to win things. I feel like the same type of narrative is being created about Lewis-Skelly. I would defend Lewis-Skelly if he was a Man United player. So I'm going to try my best to be as neutral and unbiased as possible, and also support another young man in this exact same scenario. The same as I supported Raheem Sterling through the abuse when he was a Manchester City player. Yet no one used to say I was a secret Man City fan. Strange that, isn't it? But as ever, look, I want your thoughts and feelings. We know that Arsenal hate will lead to these young players being abused, and it's why I think it's important for Arsenal fans to stand up and support him. If you're a true England fan and a true football fan, in fact, if you're just a good human being, you should be standing up for Lewis-Skelly right now. But he certainly silenced the haters. He shut down the nasty agendas from the Jamie Carraghers, the Jason Cundys, and a large percentage of people at TalkSPORT. The mainstream media are in bits. They're crying. They don't know what to do with themselves. They are absolutely in bits. Hit the like button. Go and check out Magic Mind now. Go and get your 45% discount. But I genuinely recommend these gummies. Go and check them out. See if you like them. They give a money-back guarantee anyway. So they're not for you. If you don't feel they're an improvement for you, if you don't feel they're better than eating a pack of, I can't name the sweets, not allowed to, but some pack of processed sugared sweets, if they're not better, if they don't taste better or make you feel better, get your money back. But go and check out Magic Mind gummies now. They're absolutely amazing. But a message to the haters, a message to the bigots, a message to all the people that have been attacking, abusing this young man. Your tears must taste, look, smell, and feel so amazing today to Lewis-Skelly and his family, because you are in the mud.